Hi, this is Scott Garibay. Today I'm going to be talking about why Stealth is a better U.S. fighter jet film than Top Gun. All right, let's get into it. I want to talk a little about, I'll just talk real quick about Top Gun. Top Gun is absolute iconic. It's a world-known U.S. fighter jet movie, okay? Tom Cruise made it, world famous. I feel the need for speed, Maverick and Goose, it's like people quote from it. It's highly remembered. People have wanted Top Gun 2 for a long time. And without question, I think Top Gun has long reigned as the primary U.S. fighter jet top film, right? The #1 U.S. fighter jet film in the world, right? All right, so one, there aren't many U.S. fighter jet films. I don't know, well, actually, I know some reasons why there aren't many of them. But it's a really small genre. There's really only 4. Now, when I'm talking like live action, big budget U.S. fighter jet films. All right, so let's talk about them. Iron Eagle. We're taking that right off the board because it's pretty campy. All right, it's just not like I barely even remember it. Right, it's just it really, and it also did not capture the zeitgeist. I am a huge fan of Louis Gossett Jr. He was not able to carry that movie over into mega success the way Top Gun was. Okay, all right, there's a movie called Firefox, right? Firefox is Clint Eastwood. It's actually a U.S. fighter jet film. Mostly it shows Russian fighter jets, right? There's 1 or 2 U.S. fighters in it, fighter jets in it. It's really old, and again, it did not capture the zeitgeist. It wasn't super fun. It's really quiet, and it's a good U.S. fighter jet movie overall, but it's just really at the bottom of the pack, right? Next, we talked about Top Gun, and then the 4th U.S. fighter jet film is Stealth, okay? Stealth has an interesting history, all right? So it cost $135 million, and it made $75 million. It was a box office failure, and it was critically panned, all right? I am going out on a limb here. I saw it in the theaters. I loved it. I just rewatched it on Netflix, and you can rewatch it on Netflix too. It is fantastic, and it is absolutely a better U.S. fighter jet film than Top Gun, without exception. Okay, so let me tell you why. Okay, one, the main reason is Stealth is an inversion of Top Gun. Okay, Top Gun is a movie about fighter pilots, and they make excuses to get those fighter pilots into their U.S. fighter jets, okay? Stealth is the exact opposite. It is a U.S. fighter jet movie, right, where they every now and then take those pilots out of the cockpit. Virtually the entire film takes place with U.S. fighter pilots in U.S. fighter jets flying over actual countries, right? In this movie, Stealth, U.S. fighter jets attack Tajikistan, Russia, and North Korea directly. Like what? What was the military actions that happened in Top Gun? I think a couple planes flew close to each other. Really Top Gun is about U.S. fighter pilots playing volleyball and singing to ladies in bars. If you want U.S. fighter jet action, Stealth is the movie for it, right? It is really, really good, right? And it just has a crap ton of fighter jet action in Stealth. It's just awesome. All right, so also, just in case you're not aware, it has great acting, right? Jessica Biel, wife to Justin Timberlake, kind of interesting. All right, Josh Lucas, right? You could see when this movie was made, Josh Lucas was on the cusp of becoming like a major superstar. That never materialized. He's been a very successful actor, but he never really became leading man material. Jamie Foxx is in this movie, and this helped to catapult his career and make him the success he is today, right? So I think that's really cool. Wentworth Miller's in there, and Sam Shepard are also in there as well. All right. It is really... Oh, and just to tell you who they're playing. So Jessica Biel plays Kara Wade. Josh Lucas plays Ben Gannon, and Jamie Foxx plays Henry Purcell. And one thing that's really cool is they actually fly their U.S. fighter jets Talons, right, off of the actual U.S. Abraham Lincoln, which is an actual U.S. aircraft carrier. Okay, very, very cool. This is just this movie has more U.S. fighter jets performing ACM, aerial combat maneuvers, over U.S. enemy territory than any U.S. fighter jet film ever made, right? Without exception, right? So it really is. It's an inversion of Top Gun. Top Gun is a movie about U.S. fighter pilots, and every now and then they make an excuse to put them in the cockpit. And Stealth is a U.S. fighter jet movie where every now and then they'll take those pilots out of the cockpit for 5 minutes, and then they're back in shooting stuff with missiles and like doing ACMs over enemy territory. Stealth is a way, way, way better U.S. fighter jet movie than Top Gun. That's my take. Thank you. Please consider liking and subscribing.